Tyler a little bit. Last weekend it was Tulsa playing them for the fourth time, and now it's going to be OKC for the fourth time. And he just talked about how these little rivalries kind of come up, and you know them so well. What are just your thoughts going into this weekend and seeing OKC yet again?
Yeah, I think, listen, I've said it before, it's certainly a tough place to go, no doubt about it. Small field, turf isn't great, but the reality is it's 3 points and nothing less if we want to accomplish what we've spoken about from the beginning. So it's an opportunity for us to go out and get a result. We're certainly in a good way, happy with how the group responded against Hartford, and we want to continue to build on it.
Played Friday, Tuesday, Sunday. It's kind of just weird days of the week. You lost track of your schedule at this point.
Yeah, it's game after game. No, it's good though. You get into a little bit of a rhythm, right? And I think it was Niles say after the result against Tulsa, you want to be back on the field as soon as you can. So I feel like the guys are confident. You know, they're obviously in a good way after the result in Hartford, and so we're looking towards and forward to being able to play again as quick as possible.
Everybody obviously saw 4 goals against Hartford. Can you speak to the defense's progress there? Because it was looking pretty rough at the half, and I think Hartford still continued to create a lot of chances, and they were getting shut down. I mean, did you feel like your defense also grew in that game?
Yeah, I think we had some tough conversations at half, ones that were needed, specifically about the defensive side of the ball, but I was really proud about the way that they responded. It's never easy to have those conversations in the middle of the game, but some things needed to be said, and again, I felt the players came out of the locker room, both from the front all the way to the back, with the right response. I think we limited to the very minimal chances in the second half, and I certainly feel there's a shift in mentality and attitude that needed to happen. And going into Oklahoma, that same bite, that same mentality, it's an expectation. It has to be there. And if it's not, Oklahoma can hurt you. They're dangerous in transition, and they have some dangerous pieces in Bijev and Chavez. So it's the defensive group certainly needs to be ready to deal with some firepower the same way they had to in the first half against Hartford.
Are moments like that halftime, can those be turning points in the season or good reminders at some point of what you want the team to be, and just every once in a while that has to happen?
Yeah, absolutely, I think so. But ultimately, it's do you learn from it, do you build on it, and do you grow in that area? And so I'm looking for that same response here against Oklahoma. Like I said, I felt that it was a mentality. There was a mentality problem there in the first half. I know we scored a couple goals, but we took our foot on the gas. You've heard me say that before. And certainly in that second half, once we did score, we went again, and we limited chances. And ultimately, that's the goal.
I know with Brian Obi, it's sort of like, what is there left to say? But he's on, I think, a career-high 8 assists. He gets another goal the other night. What has been the difference for him this season from your vantage point?
Yeah, listen, I think that he's obviously confident right now. He's going 1 versus 1. He's putting defenders on their back foot. And I think when Brian finds that confidence, and he certainly has had it this entire season, I've said it before, he's one of the most lethal attackers in this league. And so, my expectation is that it continues, and that the difference is he's doing it every day in training as well, right? And so then implementing it on the weekend, it doesn't change from what he's done all week. So I've been really happy with him, but I expect it to continue, and I know him. I know that he wants it as well, and I expect him to continue to do so.
And we were also just talking to Tyler Gibson. Obviously, he replaces an all-league player in Speedy Williams when he comes in here. That's a tough spot to be in, and you just don't hear. I feel like a lot of people talk about him really positively and then also negatively. It seems like he's just out there and gets the job done. Can you kind of speak to, I don't know, just how methodical he's been this season for you?
Yeah, he's crucial with the way that we want to play. And I think he's doing an excellent job, particularly in transition. He does a good job getting the ball to where it needs to be, higher up the field. And I feel like he's continued to grow within the group. That takes time at the position that and with the role that we ask him to play. But he's certainly in a good way right now, and he's certainly really important to what we're trying to do and having the success that we want to have.
Last few weeks, we've asked you about injuries, just kind of stemming from that kind of outbreak a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Where is the health of the squad right now, and what are you looking at on Sunday?
Yeah, we're slowly getting back. I still think Pat and Oscar are certainly questionable. Corbin's still out, but he's doing good. He's progressing really well. I expect him to be back here hopefully in the next couple weeks. And I think those are those are the ones that we've been waiting on here for quite some time. So I think we're in a good spot. I have a good group to choose from, and difficult decisions to make, that's for sure.